Hello and welcome to Digi8.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on self-awareness. Now let's start with the definition of self-awareness. Self-awareness is when someone can feel their own individuality or personality. It is how a person is actively aware of and grasps their desires, motives, feelings and character. Basically, it is a state of mind where a person draws their own attention to themselves. Self-awareness can be split into two groups. These are internal and external self-awareness. Moving on to the origin of the term self-awareness. Duval and Wicklund came up with the self-awareness theory in 1972. They published it in their Turning Point book, A Theory of Objective Self-Awareness. According to it, one can draw attention to oneself. One can compare and assess their present actions to internal values and standards. This brings about self-awareness in an objective form. Moving on to the types of self-awareness. As stated earlier, there are two types, internal and external. Let's look at internal. Internal self-awareness shows the clarity one has in their ambitions, passions, values fit with their surroundings. It reflects reactions such as weakness, strength, behavior, feelings and thoughts, and also the influence on others. It is related to better happiness with relationship and work. It improves social and personal control and makes them happier. Lack of it leads to depression, stress and anxiety. On the other hand, external self-awareness refers to knowing how other people see us. The qualities in question are the same as previously mentioned. Those who know how they are perceived are more empathetic. They are better at taking others' opinions into account. Managers who know how their workers see them can form better bonds with them. As a result, employees are more satisfied and happy with their leaders. Moving on to tips to cultivate self-awareness. First, learning how to listen improves self-awareness. Looking outwards to someone else can prevent a collapse of oneself into negative feelings. When one opens up to another, they can learn the art of listening. They can lovingly and attentively learn what the other wishes to share. Next, mindfulness leads to self-awareness. Mindfulness and self-awareness are correlated. They both need people to look inside themselves. They require people to be more aware of their inner self and keep track of what affects their emotions. Mindfulness needs one to pay attention to whatever they are doing at the very moment. Techniques like mind quieting and meditation are used. Next, one should jot down what makes them happy. One can start being mindful by keeping a journal. This should be done while paying attention to the emotions and the day. If one feels bad about the day, one can consider what caused these feelings. Next, stare into the mirror. At first glimpse of themselves, people are judgmental. They need to change the way they look at things. They must seek greater self-awareness. They learn to identify feelings in their attention. They understand how they are influenced by their thoughts as and when they happen. Next, one can inquire what others think about them. One should work on their in-person social actions. They should also dedicate time to see how those who are close to them see them. One should inquire how those around them think about them in various scenarios. And finally, one should try and find out who they are. Curiosity about oneself is needed for self-awareness. One needs roadmaps to figure out their body and mind. People wish to walk down some roads and avoid others. And finally, let's look at the difference between mindfulness and self-awareness. Self-awareness and mindfulness are different, however, both involve psychological states, but mindfulness needs a much greater degree of looking inwards. It needs a more significant adjustment of thought patterns. Awareness depends more on the senses. It is a mental state that lets us be more present in our environment. They both require meditation. Both are suitable methods for being present in the moment. Awareness refers to the surrounding world. Mindfulness refers to the inside. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic of self-awareness. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video.
Thank you and see you in the next video.